This series, we're going to go through some of the best hundreds that I've seen and what makes them so special. Today is the turn of none other than big Angelo Matthews and his outstanding century versus England at Headingley in 2014. Firstly, let's look at the context of the series and Sri Lankan cricket at this time. This was arguably one of Sri Lanka's better teams. You had Sangakkara and Jayawardene, and then you had some very good young batsmen in Karunaratne, a young Chandimal, Kaushal Silva, who played very well in this series, and Lahiru Tiramana, who probably deserves another video to himself, as I always thought he had the talent to make it big, but he could never quite deliver. Then in the bowling department, you had the wily Rangana Herath who could keep it tight, and bustling seam bowlers in Damika Prasad, Nuwan Pradeep and Shaminda Aranga, who on their day could give a spell to trouble any batsman. They were touring England for a 2-match series, and in the first test they scraped a draw. Facing a 575 first innings from England, Sri Lanka replied with 452, with Matthews scoring a ton as captain and Sangakkara getting on the honours board for the first time at the home of cricket, Lords. Famously, you may remember number 11 Nuwan Pradeep getting given out to the penultimate ball of the test, only to overturn it and have Sri Lanka secure an unlikely draw after being miles behind in the game. In the second test, Sri Lanka were put into bat on a good pitch at Headingley, although it was under cloud cover, and all the top 7 made starts bar Lahiru Tiramana, who got a first baller. However, only Sangakkara provided any real resistance with a chancy 79, but at 226 for 5, with Chandimal and Sangakkara at the crease and a chance to make a competitive 300, a Stuart Broad hat-trick caused them to fold, although the hat-trick was across 2 overs to a below par 257. England pressed ahead in reply, with Sam Robson hitting his maiden 100 and Bell and Balance scoring 50s, but an excellent spell from Matthews and Aranga saw 311 for 3 quickly turned to 365 all out, keeping Sri Lanka within touching distance and just about in the game. Sri Lanka started well, with Karunaratne and Kaushal Silva taking the shine off the new ball and Jayawardene and Sangakkara scoring 50s, despite Tiramana completing his pair. However, once Jayawardene had parted for 79, Chandimal then came and went to some short stuff, and after Damika Prasad uppercutted the ball to the wicketkeeper, Captain Angelo Matthews, who was then on 55, was visibly angry. With a lead of 170 odd at the time, he knew he needed to pull something special out of the bag to make sure Sri Lanka win the game and win the series, or at least have a chance. This is when Angelo Matthews entered beast mode. He clubbed everything in sight and protected the tail enders and humiliated Alistair Cook's already questioned captaincy by holding the strike at will. During his time at the crease, which was 348 balls, 201 of those were faced by him, and he was eventually dismissed for a great 160, and by the time Sri Lanka finished their innings on 457, saying England 350, they were definitely in the box seat with 1 bit days to go in the test. On the 4th evening, Damika Prasad produced one of the best spells in Sri Lankan cricket history and reduced England to 57 for 5. Needing to bat out the final day, some heroic batting from Moeen Ali almost saved them the match, but with 2 balls to go, Shaminda Aranga produced one of the balls of the series to get rid of Anderson and win Sri Lanka the series. But overall, it was Matthews' bowling and then his batting which caused them to win this match. But let me know if you think this is one of the best hundreds of all time, or if you think there's better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.